What's going on, guys? FM here, taking a look at Tapu Fini in the Fantasy Cup. Yes, I am talking about a 2500 CP league with Zacian in it, and it's more than just a meme. This is actually my strongest team for this cup. It's better than the more meta stuff that I ran. Zacian is such a good core breaker, able to nuke so many things in this meta. Most teams aren't prepared for it. It's a great core breaker. A lot of teams are running Tapu Fini and Registeel on them, and Zacian puts in so much work. It's a lot of fun as well. I just keep playing this team. These battles are from several days ago, last Friday, I believe. And I went on a 10-game win streak. Sort of. I played one set with this team. I went 5-0, and then I did my stream with a different team, played 3 sets there. Came back to this team for the final set of the day, went 5-0 with it as well. And honestly, I think I won the next 3 or 4 the next day with it as well. So 13 or 14 game win streak. Actually, I guess I could check and see what my longest streak for the season is as this video is going. But regardless, team's been really solid for me. I recommend it, man, and I normally would not recommend a Zacian for this league or for Ultra League in general, but it's good. It's good, and you're gonna see it right here. We're gonna quick attack down this Tapu Fini after we landed a wild charge earlier, and guess what they got in the back? Gonna be a Registeel. We're just gonna start pumping off some close combat after close combat, going to be putting in some work. Of course, the first one's gonna grab the shield, but it doesn't matter. They can't lock on me down, right? They still have to throw. Here comes the next close combat. Here we go. Win streak 13 game win streak. They go for the focus blast, which is cheaper, but it also doesn't drop my attack. So these close combats are still gonna hit super hard. Here comes the first one. Not gonna one shot, but it will 2-shot. We're gonna make it to the next one right here. That's gonna be GG's. Well played to my opponent. I'm telling you, man, this thing's fun. Let's get into some of these battles. Let's get it going. Leave a like, leave a comment. Jumping into the next battle. Going to have Zacian up against a Flygon lead. It's a good lead. Close combat's going to be hitting for neutral. We don't have play rough. You can run play rough if you want to, but then you're not going to have wild charge for the Tapu Finis. So I prefer to have wild charge, to be honest. They connect with the earth power, which is perfectly fine. I knew I would tank one. They do make a nice catch onto a Scavalier. However, this is perfectly fine as well because this hits for neutral. We're going to be coming in with Giratina, and I'm going to get a juicy farm down here. Like, this is going to be just amazing right here. They're going to be able to hit me with one Duran. But again, I'm just going to Shadow Claw all the way down. I'll leave with almost 100 energy, maybe at 100 energy. Yeah, I'm at 100 energy. So if that Flygon comes back in, it's not going to stand a chance. Instead, they have to come in with their third, which is going to be a Registeel. We're going to be pumping out these Shadow Sneaks to do some nice chip damage. Registeel does not have a great matchup. I mean, it's technically neutral, I guess, against Giratina if they're running Zap Cannon and Focus Blast, but they're only throwing resisted damage, right? And the fact that I'm able to get 3 of these Shadow Sneaks off before they drop my attack is phenomenal. They're already into the yellow. Out comes the Flygon. I can come in with my Tapu Fini. Do I catch a Dragonite here? I do. And I think they just top left after that. Yeah, okay, there it is. I was like, they might try to play it out. No, there's the top left. So GG's, well played. All right, Zacian into Giratina, altered. Giratina, I see a lot of Giratina leads. It's one lead that Zacian really doesn't want to see because everything that you're throwing is resisted. It's fine though. We're going to swap out into our own Giratina altered, and I'm going to start pumping out these Dragon Claws immediately. If you can, you want to throw before they do. That way you're kind of resetting the 1-turn swap. I like to call these baits, man. Most of them have baited me with the ominous wins. Now, I feel like I'm getting higher in the elo where I am now. I'm now at rank 17. Again, these are battles from Friday. So I apologize. It took a little while to get these out. People aren't baiting as much. There's a lot more Registeels that are running Flash Cannon. Meta's shifted a little bit as I've got to the where I think I am in higher. Actually, I know I'm in pretty high elo right now just because of some of the names that I've been battling. But regardless, at this elo, I was not seeing a lot of these Regis with Flash Cannon, and most of the Giratina altered or Origin were baiting with the bait move, whatever it's called. Anyways. Tapu Fini in the back, we nuke them. They tried to catch there. I don't know if y'all saw that. So many teams running both Tapu Fini and Registeel. And you're able to kind of core break with Zacian. So we nuke him with the Wild Charge. Here comes the Registeel. We're going to pump off this first Surf. Going to be able to even make it to another one if they don't throw pretty quickly. And they do, and that's perfectly fine. They're not quite in single close combat range. But we're going to easily be able to outpace to 3 of these before they make it to 3 of their Zap Cannons. So first one coming through. Grabs the shield. We'll go ahead and shield up everything here. They can bait if they want to, but it really doesn't matter. They do get the attack drop. Again, 2 close combats it's going to take out. So opponent does see the writing on the wall, as my friend Homeslice Henry says, and they top left. All right, Dragonite lead. They immediately swap out into a Caesar. I really didn't know what to do here, so I decided to throw the close combat, and now I'm going to dip. In hindsight, like Giratina's matchup's not that bad against it. Tapu Fini's matchup's definitely not bad against it, because you're only taking neutral from all the steel type moves. I do decide to throw up a shield since I did give them that energy lead. I figure if I want to keep alignment, I should probably shield the first. I'm going to be throwing the Surf here. Should not be lethal, but neither will one Iron Head coming from this Scizor. So I should be fine. They did decide to eat that Surf. I'll go ahead and let this go as well. And it is going to be the Iron Head. If they come back in with Dragonite, I should make it to the Moonblast. Instead, they come in with their third, which is a Ferrothorn. Really cool to see. Haven't seen too many of these. I saw a couple when I first started playing, and then they kind of just died off. They do resist everything from Tapu Fini. However, that Moonblast definitely still hurt. We already have them into the yellow and come in with Giratina. If they're running Thunder as their second move, we're going to be resisting everything. But they're actually running Flash Cannon. You can see 3 Flash Cannons will be enough to take out from full health. They try to catch on their Dragonite. I was ready for it. I'm going to come in with my Zacian. Going to be building up and going for the Wild Charge now. They held on to their energy nicely. They didn't want to throw before I threw. Smart. I was thinking that I was going to be able to make it to this next Wild Charge before they make it to a second Dragon Claw. So I do throw up a shield. They make it to another one. This is double resisted. So even after dropping my defense twice, we do survive. Zacian not super bulky, but enough to hold on right here. We get the Wild Charge off. Nearly takes out. One more quick attack will do. And at this point, we do kind of have it how we want to. They only get 1 free Bullet Seed there. They're going to hit me with another Flash Cannon. I recognize that a Shadow Sneak's not going to take out. Back-to-back Dragon Claws will do slightly more, so that's the play I'm going for. Now, in hindsight, I could have just done 2 Shadow Claws here, and I would have got that Shadow Sneak off, which would have been the safer play. It works out, though. It works out. I do get the farm down, and that's going to be GG's. Well played. All right, into the next one. Tapu Fini lead. So there's a few different ways this plays out. All depends on when your opponent throws. I give them the chance to throw the Surf immediately. A lot of people will throw that Surf immediately because they see how much the water guns are doing. That's fine. If they throw the Surf immediately, we play out the zeros. So going to be throwing the Wild Charge here. That is going to be grabbing the shield. I'll be able to make it to 1 more. This will hit for super effective. It does not one-shot. You technically don't win the ones with Zacian, but most Tapu Finis want to shield the Wild Charges. So I end up grabbing both shields. I come with my Tapu Fini. I am going to shield up the Moonblast. Most are just going to go straight for that Moonblast because otherwise I would just throw my Moonblast immediately. Now, I know this is only a Surf. They didn't build up to the Moonblast. Going to be no shielding. I do decide to slightly undercharge this, trying to get a little bit of extra farm. Seems like they don't want to swap out. I only get 1 more water gun, which is fine. It's a little bit. Out comes a Granbull. All right, I'm going to nuke this thing with a Moonblast. However, they swap out early. They come in Empoleon. We got a great answer for Empoleon. I think Empoleon has an okay place in this meta, but not a great place in this meta. There's a lot that beats Empoleon. There's a lot. So I'm going to hit him with the Shadow Sneak. 1 Shadow Sneak would not take out from there. I will respect the Blizzard. And it is the Blizzard. Now, I didn't know how much it would do at the time. That's why I just throw up the shield. It doesn't one-shot, even from where I was. We would have been able to survive it, but not well. So I think this is fine, because this Granbull is not going to make it to a move very quickly. And even when it does, it's going to be something resisted by my Tapu Fini. Now, Tapu Fini is pretty low. But regardless, I'm able to pivot and just throw the Moonblast. This will definitely be lethal. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Let's go. Alright, jumping into the next battle. Giratina altered lead. So, I don't know if you have noticed. I did not win. It's not that I went on a 10-game win streak because I won lead after lead. I saw a lot of Giratina. But it's fine. Like, most of them don't swap out. Honestly, most of them don't swap out because a lot of times they have steel types in the back. This one did have a Tapu Fini in the back. So they build up a ton of energy and then they swap out, which is actually worst case scenario for me. But it's kind of okay. We're going to chip away with the Shadow Sneak here. If I want Switch, I can win Switch. The problem is Tapu Fini doesn't have that great of a matchup against Giratina if it's behind on energy. Because you got to land the Moonblast, right? So I decided to let that Moonblast go. I don't think they're going to protect their Tapu Fini here. So I build up, I CMP tie them on the surf. They shielded. I don't care about my Zacian though. Here's the thing. I don't care about it because it doesn't have Play Rough. I'm going to go ahead and eat the surf. We do survive it. I quick swap out into my Tapu Fini. They also pivot. They expected me to throw up a shield. They come in with the Giratina. We easily shield up the Shadow Force. Guys, it's so obvious. I keep telling y'all this. I haven't ate a Shadow Force that I didn't want to eat yet. The only one I think I've honestly only ate one. And it was when I caught it with like my 5 HP Tapu Fini. So I don't know. Don't run Shadow Force. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get why so many people run it. Anyways, go to tilt the surf here. This, of course, will be taking out their Tapu Fini. In the back is an Excadrill. Now, I didn't overfarm enough. I did not overfarm enough. This game is not over. They will be able to make it to the Drill Run, but we can catch it. So hopefully now, since I did get that little bit of water gun lead there, I should be able to make it to this next surf before they make it to their next Drill Run. That's going to be a GG. Definitely could have lost that one. I definitely could have lost that one if they just overfarmed. That's all they had to do. Because of like throwing immediately, I actually think that I would have been able to come in with Zacian and make it to the close combat. I think they needed to overfarm regardless. But GG's, well played. All right, Giratina lead again. Gorgeous save swap. Thanks. In a bit of a pickle here. Going to be throwing the Shadow Sneak. I guess technically I could be building up to the Shadow Force and trying to give people to shield that way, but Disarming Voice comes through. Tell me they're likely not running Moonblast, probably running Psychic as their more expensive move. That's fine. Shadow Sneak going to come through now. I'm going to be going up to the Shadow Sneak and then going for the Dragon Claw. I think I can flip switch here. It's not going to be easy, but I do think that there is a possibility that I can do it. I'm going to be throwing the Dragon Claw bait here. And after a few more Shadow Claws, I think this Dragon Claw will be lethal. If I did one more, I'm pretty sure they would have CMP'd me. I would have lost CMP. Didn't want that. Yeah, we grabbed the second shield. At this point, they're at the back-to-backs. They're at the back-to-back, so I am going to go ahead and just let my Giratina go down. I'm going to come in with Zacian and farm down. What I'm hoping is that I can leave with a charge move ready to go and to nuke something in-game. My opponent actually swaps out, though. They just bring it to me. I guess they assume that I'm running Play Rough and they need to get ahead on energy. I don't know. We got Wild Charge, though. So we're going to hit this Gramble with a Wild Charge. And we're just going to eat whatever they throw here. They are running Play Rough, which does hit for neutral. Easily takes out, but we can Water Gun down now. And Tapu Fini up a shield against Giratina is just easy claps. I think even if they catch it, that I should be able to... Well, maybe not against this one. Maybe not against this one. But since I'm up a shield, I decided to just no shield. And it's debate. So yeah, at this point, I can just go for the Moonblast. This will be taking out their Giratina. And that's going to be GG's well played. They should have still been switch locked there. That's the reason I just went straight forward. So GG's well played. Into the next one, up against another Giratina lead. This one's close, man. This one I shouldn't win. I'm not going to lie. I should not win this one. They throw the Dragon Claw first, which helps them maintain the one-turn switch lead. So I'm always going to be behind here. I am always going to be behind. There's not going to be any situation, no, not any even shield situation where I'm going to be able to flip switch. Dragon Claw comes through. I'm going to be building up and going for my own Dragon Claw here. Um, they throw up a shield. They get the farm down. Okay. They got quite a bit of health remaining. I can't quick attack this down, that's for sure. So I decided to come in with my Tapu Fini. I'm going to go for the very aggressive water gun down. Now they're already at the first shadow sneak. Giratina just gets to these too quickly. They don't do a ton, but they definitely add up when you're only doing resisted water gun damage. Shadow sneak number 2 coming through. Going for the farm down. We're going for the farm down. We're going for the farm down. They make it to shadow sneak number 3. This is going to put my Tapu Fini into the red. Basically all I have is Zacian. I got some energy here, but that's about it. Out comes Escavalier. So I decided to chip away with the Surf, knowing that one charge move from my Zacian is not going to one-shot. Come in with Zacian. Out comes a Tapu Fini. All of a sudden, I'm thinking maybe I can win this. Zacian's a nice core breaker for this back line. Going to shield up this first Surf. Going to be building up to the back-to-back wild charges. We don't want to throw early because then we're taking more damage from the water guns. But I got the back-to-backs here. They let it go through. Okay. We can quick attack down. These water guns are hurting. They're hurting. But we can quick attack down. That Escav does not have a move ready to go just yet. Look at the switch clock. By the time I throw these back-to-back close combats, we're going to be able to swap. And, you know, honestly, I thought one close combat would take out from this range. It doesn't quite. It does not quite. Close combat wild charges do the same amount of damage in neutral situations. By the way, they're clones of each other. Opponent does decide to just let that one go through, and that's going to be GG's. Well played. Into the next one. Tapu Fini lead. Positive lead for us generally. I think you get to see the second way that I played this in this one. Yeah. So they decide not to throw the Surf immediately. That's fine. Don't build up to the back-to-back wild charges. Then they can easily CMP you. Throw it a little bit early. You grab a shield and then you swap. Because they're going to try to get that Surf off so quick to catch you while your defense is down. And then you can just catch on Giratina. And here's the thing. This is not that bad of a matchup for Giratina, and I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to no-shield this. This is going to be the Moonblast. We survive it. This Tapu Fini's still at like over half HP in the green. We're just going to start pumping off some of these shadow sneaks. There's the first one. And here's the second one. They have to throw up a shield here if they want switch. We have shield advantage already. And we're going to be able to grab switch advantage despite the fact that we ate the Moonblast. I'm telling y'all, man, it's not that bad for Giratina. Now, I do have a really good Giratina. I got lucky. Like, I traded with my wife. We're best friends. And in real life and in the game. Yeah, it worked out for me. Anyways, in the back, they have this Genesect, which I love. If you haven't seen my video on Burn Drive Genesect, check it out. It's up here. Wasn't sure. Maybe they had Shock Drive. Can't really see. They go for the Magnet Bomb. I'm going to go for the Surf. We take out the Genesect, telling me they did not have Shock Drive. Out comes Escav. We can survive any one move. They decide to Acid Spray, and that's fine. I'm just going to swap out to clear that Acid Spray debuff. They decide to throw another Acid Spray here, which is the wrong play. They should have gone for the Drill Run just in case I no shield. I guess they just figured I was going to shield, but they took away their own win con, basically. I got the back-to-back close combat, so I'll just throw them back-to-back. I prefer throwing close combat over Wild Charge. I don't know why. I just do. Could have gone close combat into wild charge into close combat. It wouldn't have mattered. But GG's. Well played. Zacian into Tapu Fini again. So we'll play this the same. We'll see if they want to throw first. There's been the occasional time when I have overfarmed and they've CMP tied me. That's really uncomfortable. I really don't like that. It's not this one though. So we're gonna play out the zeros again. Since they did throw early, Wild Charge coming through, does grab the first shield, going to make it to the next Wild Charge. Now, this opponent is smart. They recognize that their Tapu Fini can likely survive, and they do eat it. However, they are in the red. I can farm down with either of my back two Pokemon pretty much risk-free. They're never making it to a Moonblast. So I do decide to get the Water Gun down. Probably better to get the Shadow Claw down. That energy is just a little bit more useful generally. But we do lure out the Registo. Chip away with the Surf. I'm going to come in with my Giratina after building up a little bit more energy. And in the back, they have their own Giratina. So if I would have came in Giratina, they likely put the Regi on my Giratina since they'd be behind on energy. This would have been a lot cleaner, but I think I'm okay. We are up a shield, and I'm going to use that to my advantage. I'm going to throw the second Dragon Claw right here. We grab the shield. You might think, Chillis, you need to start using shields. You need this Giratina to take out that Registeel. Not true. It's not true. We're going to make it to another Dragon Claw here. Tapu Fini up 2 shields beats Registeel. It does. Especially since we've already chipped away at that Registeel. Now they have energy, and that's fine. I don't care. I'm going to throw up my first shield here. They do go for the Zap Cannon, look for the attack drop, which they grab. It's not going to matter, though. It's not going to matter because we already have them at half HP after this Surf. I'm still full health. They need to get to 2 more charge moves, and I'm already at my next Surf. Now, y'all should know, Moonblast does do more than Surf. Barely. I think it does 2 more damage. That's it. So, if you can make it to multiple Surfs, that's the better play. If you only make it to 1 move, do go for the Moonblast. Regardless, we actually get the farm down there, and that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. Let's go. Oh, and that's it. I was waiting for the next battle to start. That's going to be it. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my channel members for your support. And until next time, this is Chillis FM reminding you to always keep pushing forward.